Say it with my chest.
Say it with your chest.
Ay, 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 let's go. Ay, K-Slow, 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 K-Slow. Yeah, what you boys know about this? Ay, just left your boy in the ditch. Ay, can't make him black like a Sith. Ay, new bitch, new fit. Ay, wait, K-Slow, 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 K-Slow. Ay, tried to sit me on the bench. Ay, came back for revenge. Ay, told the door what they hinge.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Ken, and this is another episode of Ken's Corner. Today we got a special one. Alright, this man should have been on season 1, and I'm mad he isn't, but he's here now, so it's all good. Tell him what your name is, brother.
What's good, man? I go by AarnxBrwn. That's AarnxBrwn. AarnxBrwn, no O's, X no. And I rep a gang called Season2, man. And we just about the culture, man. I'm a rap artist, songwriter, producer, engineer, man. I hail from Southside, but I'm also from Petersburg too. I grew up there too, so I just rep the whole VA, man. This whole Ep.4 area. That's my love, bro. We about the art, we about the culture. That's about it.
Tell us like more, about your group. Tell us who's in it, like how did y'all come together, and like what's y'all's purpose.
Alright, cool. So Season2 is something I came up with on my prison cot. And it was just a dream I had, man. It was just like the whole idea that everything good and bad is God. 7 is God, the God's perfect number is 7. It's completeness. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like with that being said, man, I just came across a couple artists that I was digging for a while when I started doing the shows, and I hit them all up kind of simultaneously, like a 4-day span. And I just knew they was all gonna be like, we'll see. And they was all like, nah, let's get it. You know what I mean? So with that being said, it's me, it's BBX, it's Skinny, Iggy, Lamont, Ari, Sean King. I know I'm gonna forget some names at this time. I know it. Sean King. It's a whole army of us, man. Tamar, he goes by Movie, and I think I said Lamont High School. It's about 8 people. 8 last school.
The DJ.
Oh yeah, of course. And Missing Music. I was saying
Missing Music. You can't forget that. See, and I'm glad you said that too, because I saw his name on the flyer and I was like, who's Missing? You know what I'm saying?
Missing's dope. Me and Missing go back to middle school. Me, him, and BBX.
Okay.
We all went to middle school together, like 6th, 7th grade, and so forth. So like, she linked me back up with him, and we linked up, and we cooked up this track that you guys will hear on the new album, Juggernaut on Wall Street. That's June 2nd. Little insert. Okay. And we cooked that track up, and we actually ended up going through some stuff. He was kind of actually the last person at the crib. My house burned down. So, we went through that together, and from there, we just kind of been super tight. He's the homie, he's the truth.
That's dope, man. So, like, when did you start to make music? Like, when did you know music was the road for you?
Well, I started making music from a young age. I used to try to rap when I was like 3. My household was full of music. Like, my mom's from Germany, so she had like a lot of alternative stuff.
Okay.
But my step-pops, he's from Portsmouth, so he listened to straight hip-hop. You know what I mean? So I've always tried to rap, and it's just something I've always kind of done, but like, I feel like in the last year or so, like, I was just like, like I did the college thing, did the job thing, I was like, nah, bro, this ain't where I'm supposed to be at. So I was like, let's get it.
So you go into those routes and like seeing that those routes did not work, that made you know, like, this is what I should do.
Right.
Something that you've been doing since the age of 3, man. So it's crazy how our mind works with this art stuff. Like, we get tricked, you know what I'm saying, into doing something else, knowing what our passion is. So like, tell us, who gives you, when it comes to the music and to running the whole career?
I gotta say, I really, as far as business goes, I really like Chance's model, and I really like Top Dog's model. They do everything in-house. Right. Everybody in-house plays a part. They were there from the get, and there's a level of chemistry that you can't achieve making that team once you already reached a certain plateau or a certain level. You know what I mean? So I'm all about getting my team together at grassroots. So as far as business goes, those two. But musically, it's pretty cliche. My favorite rapper right now is Kenn.
Okay.
And he has been since like 2010. You know what I mean? So him, my favorite artist in general is Kanye West. And then like I'll go left field, like some of my favorite artists. My two the people you know what I mean? Is Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin. they come with me all the time. Their ultimate playlist and everything is on my phone for the last 5 phones. At any given time, I'm ready to jam this and jam. You already know.
So like, you know, Jimmy kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I've seen you perform the rock star type style to you, just in general. You know what I'm saying? But Janice Joplin, tell us why, man.
Man, I don't know, man. The first time I heard it was by accident, and I was like, man, she sounds like trash. Her voice is just like, what?
Right.
And I was like, let me see what she about. So I went and downloaded her. Sorry, Janice. I went ahead and downloaded her greatest hits, and I just kind of channeled through them, and I was like, wait, like there's something to this. There's some people that like, it's like you would say their voice is terrible, but really it's just super unique. You know what I mean? And like it just adds a whole twang to him. I think Wyclef is one of the bigger names like that. Like you wouldn't say his voice is beautiful, but his voice is definitely unique and attractive. And Janis Joplin is one of those things, and her songwriting is just like out of this world. I bang with Janis. Plus she does shows with whiskey bottles. Especially females at that time. You know?
Right. You know, she was keeping it real good back then. You know what I'm saying?
I bang with her.
So like, tell us, like with your music, you know what I'm saying? Like, how would you describe your style? Like what does AarnxBrwn want to be as an artist when it's all said and done?
I don't know, man. I just want to be someone that people can relate to. I'm all for making like cool sounds and like aesthetics. Like I'm big on sound. I have synesthesia, so like it's. If you don't know what it is, look it up. I want to explain it to you.
I'm about to say, I know what I mean, bro.
Yeah, pretty much I can see sounds in essence. You know what I mean? And it's not like it's cliche as people make it sound like, oh, I see colors. Like it's really like a disorder. Like, you know what I mean? But it helps me create, you know, music. So like, I try not to only go that avenue. I definitely want to leave my mark in my lyrics. You know what I mean? I want to tell my story for the people that can relate. Because my story is I think it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Because I was going to med school, but I couldn't afford to be in med school. So I was doing some things on the side. I got popped for that. I did my time in that. I came back. I lost everything. I built it back up. You know what I mean? So it's like I already know there's people who can relate to that. You know, people where I'm from for sure that can relate to that. So I just wanted to be known. I want to be a voice for the people where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? They can say, yeah, we sponsor that kid. Like he's for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like what song do you have out, you know, that you would say like is your best song? Like it describes you the best, it's your best flow, it's your best hit. Like what song would you matter of fact?
Out, right?
Release. Out.
Alright.
Give me your top 3 songs, cause saying one is hard. Give me your top 3. Give me your top 3.
I really like Percolate, just for like the vibe of it and like just showing how like musical it can be. So I really like Percolate. I really like Aaron's Dead, and Aaron's Dead like really tells a whole lot. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you hear Percolate, you hear Aaron's Dead. It's like that's the same. You know what I mean? And then for a third track, I got a song called Catastrophe on the album, and it's between Catastrophe and Contemplating. Like those two, like they kind of like I don't know. They're both very personal in different ways. So it's somewhere between those.
So like, tell us about your last album, right? Because I heard it all the way through. You know, but tell them what the background story was for the album.
Okay, so I took like a 4-year hiatus from music, and it was just because of life and me going down a path that wasn't really for me. You know what I mean? It wasn't necessarily bad. It put me in some good opportunities. I acquired a house, I acquired finances, things like that. But I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. So I, you know, through the midst of doing all that, music kind of got pushed in the back burner. So some things changed in my life. I actually got divorced, which is crazy, but I got divorced, yeah. And with all that out of my life, you know what I mean? It left me alone to kind of conjure and think about what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? So like it didn't take long. A lot of my friends from back then came back in my life. You know what I mean? Like, you know, came back to support me, and they're just like, bruh, you know, your studio equipment is right there. It's still in the corner.
Right.
And so we set it up, I never forget. And we laid down the track that day and it was trash. And then we just kind of just built up. And like those tracks that we put together, like knocking the dust off, is Aaron's Dead. So those are the best of me knocking off the dust. So that's something I'm telling people now, like now that people got to hear the album, because I didn't want to make them feel like, oh, he just put out some trash and, you know, why should I listen? You know what I mean? It was me shaking off the dust. So what you're about to hear now on June 2nd, Gentleman and Walton, is gonna be like the dust is off, bro.
Yeah. So like, tell us more about that in your process. Is it a longer one than?
Yeah. I guess I'll walk you through it.
Yeah, right.
All right. So AarnxBrwn Walton is my story where Aaron's dad picks off.
Okay.
Right? So Aaron's dad told the story of me kind of coming out of that and speaking about like my depression and like just certain situations. AarnxBrwn Walton is actually more like a prequel kind of, because it's kind of telling the story that led up to the emotions that I relayed in Aaron's dad. And so it tells you about my childhood. It tells you about, meeting the chick that kind of had my life in a frenzy. It talks about when I went away. It talks about me coming out. It talks about me reuniting with people, being BBX, and all the way up to now. So it's like, the album is crazy, you know what I mean? It's gonna be this like crazy soundscape. It's gonna be one continuous, like almost like a short film. Right, music. Like it's gonna be nuts. I'm putting a lot of time. A lot of people have been supporting me through it. It's crazy. It's gonna be dope.
So you named BBX as one of the features. Name a couple more.
Alright. So BBX is on the album. Lamont Hopkins is on the album. Iggy, the photographer, Refined Cherry Stills, he got a little A-bar on the album.
Yeah, shout out Iggy, man.
Yeah, you already know. Gang. Nah, he hit it on the album. That's dope because me and Iggy actually started rapping together when we were children.
Really?
You know what I mean? So it's kind of dope. He kind of stepped back from the music, to support me, which I love him for that. You know what I mean? I love him so much. It take a lot for somebody to, you know what I'm saying? So I love him to death. I want you to know. But like, you know what I mean? So it's dope to have him on the album. He gets to be on the first album. That's dope. And I think that's it. That's it on the album. Oh, OG Ellis on the album too. Okay. OG Ellis on the album.
So yeah, that's coming June 2nd.
June 2nd.
Please be on the
That's my birthday too, so send me gifts.
There you go. Oh man, so like, look, tell us, man, like, where do you see AarnxBrwn? Let's not say 5. Let's say in 2 years. Like, where will you be?
I think as a person, I'll definitely be where I want to be. You know what I mean? I'll be so far removed from all the BS that I'll be in this crazy focus mode. I already know it, but like in 2 years, like I just quit my job for this. You know what I mean? Like this is what I do now. You know what I mean? So like I see me like out and about, touring, meeting people, networking, like whatever it takes. God willing, I'll be where I want to be. But if not, I'll be actually on my way. Straight up.
Like that.
Yeah.
So, how do you see you and your music changing the world that surrounds you and the people that surround you? Or both?
Right. That's a good one. I want my music to like unite people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want my music to get boxed. I don't want it to be like boxed in the genre trap or soul or whatever. I just want it to be music, and I want it to be a platform and create a platform where all artists can really respect each other and see that. You know what I mean? Like, so what if Kendrick makes a trap song, or so what if all of that? Everybody has something to say about every other kind of music, but it's usually the kind of music they can't make. You know what I mean? So like, I want to be the bridge, and with that being said, like I want to be the bridge for like where I'm from. You know what I mean? And like those people coming to the forefront and us mattering. You know what I mean? Like I want Richmond to matter, bro. Like I not like, oh, we know who Richmond is. There's a couple artists. Like, no, I want us to be like Chicago, Atlanta. I don't want it to just be me either. Like I want it to be all of us, bro. Like you, like every, like bro. I can just name all types of people right now, but like I want it to be us. Straight up, bro. Like, that's it.
Doing it for the city, man.
That's it, bro.
Doing it for the city.
Straight up.
So, like, tell us, man, right before we head out, tell us, like, all your social media. Like,
alright, cool.
Like, your social stuff and where to find your music as well.
Okay. It's real easy. Let me get an easy way. Go on Google and type AarnxBrwn. When you do that, my artist page is gonna pop up. You're gonna see Instagram, you're gonna see Twitter, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever it is you use, it's always everywhere. New album will also be there too. It's also on SoundCloud because I don't want to make it so you gotta buy my music. You know what I mean? For the people who can't necessarily afford my music, you can go on SoundCloud and get it too, bro, because I've been there. You know what I mean? So I got y'all. Just Google me and you'll find everything you need. Everything is AarnxBrwn. That's it.
Go. So Man, this was a good episode.
Yeah, it was love.
Finally, you know what I'm saying? Yo, June 2nd. Let them know the name of the album one more time, man.
It's Jailbird on Walton, baby.
Jailbird on Walton.
Equal 7, gang, you already know.
Yeah, man. I want to appreciate y'all. This has been another episode of Kenn's Corner. Y'all. Appreciate you, bro.
Word, bro. AB back with the Go Fronts. Fuck 12 with the well do donuts. Take dust, we raw like gold dust. Probably won't get that line. Let me recloud with a deep sign, get a beat time. Time is up, the live and next, the line is up. Now dining dust, I'm too fast like I'm getting ass from Dame. Since I do dash, genius, got a death wish to genius. And meet the cousin sleeping, I depeat my patience by the skin is tenant T. Pen and peace and rappers grief, labels digging for receipts. Equal 7 Balenci sneaks, the type of shit that make Barkley drink. Don't blink, nigga. Finish him actually, down for a triangle, bebe fatality.
Ay, 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 let's go. Ay, K-Slow, 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 K-Slow. Yeah, what you boys know about this? Ay, just left your boy in the ditch. Ay, can't make him black like a sip. Ay, new bitch, new fit. Ay, wait, K-Slow, 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 K-Slow. Ay, tried to sit me on the bench. Ay, came back for revenge. Ay, told the door at the hinge. Ay, on 10 to the 10th. Ay, wait, ooh, do-si-do. Tried to hit me with the okey doke.